Has someone mentioned that it's tonight?
I don't know. Has he done it again? Do I need to? Hang on, let me send him a text. Hang on. Ted.
But he can't have done it 2 nights in a row, surely.
I'm sure. But
Ted, have you forgotten it's the live stream?
We'll just wait here for a little while. I'm sure it'll be all right. Before we actually go live, he'll turn up. It'll be all right.
I've sent the bat signal.
Yeah.
We'll just
can't
wait
do it
quietly.
again.
It'll be fine.
He's probably downstairs having a snooze on the sofa again, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, he finishes.
Well, I'm going to play Snake for a bit anyway.
Yeah.
I'm playing Snake now.
I got
And
to read
welcome
me
to
messages.
tonight's episode of Mastermind. Dun, 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 dun.
Check my emails. Oh, I've got an
See if I
email.
can get to
actually.
level. See if I can get to level 2 of Snake. No, failed.
No. Oh well.
Yeah. Has he seen your text yet?
Hang on. I forgot again. It's Monday, isn't it? Come on.
He can't hear us yet, though, can he?
No, he can't. He's not got his earpiece in yet.
Hang on. I'm not. I can't hear what you're saying.
Said the
Hang
vicar
on.
backwards.
Absolutely. Yeah. And welcome. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you
all next week.
And we're live.
Bye.
Yes, I forgot it was Monday. Yeah, because I forgot yesterday was Sunday and I thought it was Saturday, so I was a day behind. I was actually good.
Only Ted can miss his own live stream that he scheduled on his own channel by himself, and then forget he scheduled it.
Yeah, it's getting up them stairs. It's a long way up them stairs. It's a tall house. Goody. Has anybody said hello and good evening and welcome and things like that?
No.
We were waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Monday night. Yes, Monday night's live stream with Ted. No, it's
Just
not.
about with Ted.
Ted eModels.
Ted eModels. Is that like James' workshop?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the eModels channel. Oh, hang on, I'm just checking my diary. Yes, it's Monday. Yes, it is the eModels channel. It's eModels, emodels.co.uk.
Your one-stop shop for your model making needs.
90 minutes or 87 minutes worth of fun, mayhem, joviality, nostalgia, chat, model making, whatever you want to talk about, it's up to you. And I suppose while I get my breath back and have a drink, it's over to Foxx for the terms and conditions.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes are just panic sweat from Ted, basically. He's like, oh, well, he recovers. Oh, yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It is the Monday Times. It's Monday evening here at eModels.co.uk, and it's time for you to hang out with us on the live show. As always, this is a show for you guys, so it's all about hanging out in the live chat. If you're watching this and you can't see the live chat, you need to make sure you're watching on the YouTubes. If you're watching it embedded on the eModels website or Facebook or somewhere else, just click on the little YouTube icon that's down there, just below Festa's left man boob. Little YouTube button. Click on that.
Oh, that is low down then.
Click on that, and that'll take. Oh dear, it's gone now, isn't it? That'll take you to the YouTube page where you can watch on YouTube and join in the live chat. And you want to join in the live chat because not only are we giving away a mug, but we're giving away a mug, so you want to join the live chat. But it's a cool place to hang out. All the cool kids are in there, and you can ask us questions. And for the love of dog, please do, because we wouldn't know what to talk about otherwise. If you're watching it and you have got the live chat there, just make sure if you want to ask us a question, we've all got the chat in front of us, but we're all really old and somewhat stupid, so the chat's always really a long way away. So make sure to put your comment in big fat capital letters.
Bold.
Yep. Or if you want to, you can do a super chat, which is you do by clicking the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That puts your comment in.
Had a good thing.
Sorry about that. That's that chili earlier on. I don't know where that went. Yes, you can put your comment in a super chat, the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That puts your comment in a coloured box, and we have no way to miss your comment then. But if not, just make sure you put it in capitals so we have a chance to see your comment. And that's my bit done.
Good. Thank you very much, Foxx. Yeah, I'm all caught up now. I've read the chat, I've read everything, and I'm all back to it now. So, yes. So now it's on with our regular. We'll get rid of all the regular stuff that we do every Monday night. I want to go across Granville. We'll now go across to Colin for Festa's Fact of the Week.
I wish I had a lockout button so I could stop you lot from piddling around with the buttons when I was
No
trying to do
chance.
something
We're going to
important.
mess with your chi as much as we
For a
can.
minute, I thought I'd left the lid off the terps. Then there you go. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, it's the factoid, isn't it?
Yeah, every week is an adventure with us, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say super profesh, mate.
I wouldn't go that far.
On this day in 1971, all it says here is Io volcanoes. It says in 1979, volcanoes even on Io were discovered by Voyager 1. There you go. That's all it says, mate. So I'm going to go for another factoid because in 1976, the largest recovered single stony meteorite, and it was 1,774 kilograms.
Was that 1,000 with an F?
1,000 with an F, yeah.
With an F, yeah,
and yeah, FAZ 1,000.
How many of them do you get for a pound, Cole?
£3 for a pound.
3 for a pound.
£3 for a pound. Don't get nothing for a pair. Not in this. Well, fell in Gillian and
What did you do? What? You fell in something? What?
Yeah, just ignore it. If it's putting you off, just
in China during a meteor shower that dropped more than 4,000 kilos of extraterrestrial rock. That's a lot of gravel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't
It's
it?
a lot of thousands.
Yeah, could do your
Many
driving
thousands.
left over.
Many
Yeah.
thousands.
Absolutely. We got births. We got some births here. Let's have a looky, Luke.
Births.
Oh, Golden Bennett.
Yeah.
Oh no. This
You
bloke.
don't check this in advance, do you?
No, I don't. It's this bloke's a Russian physicist, and his name was Pyotr Nikolaevich Lebedev.
Lebedev.
I think was born on the 8th of March in 1866.
He invented the potato.
He did the theory of electromagnetism. There you go. So I'm
That
doing
was
well
all right,
here.
that.
We got a bird that was born on this day. Her name was Josephine Cochrane, and she was an inventor who invented a commercially viable design for a dishwasher using water jets aimed at the china held in a rack. A rack. So that was what she did.
Oh, that was well done, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got another bloke. Is that
Family
dead?
friendly.
No, he was born, this bloke, because it's still births, isn't it, you pilch? This bloke was a German surgeon who helped create modern plastic surgery, and his name was Carl Ferdinand von Graf.
Grave.
I've heard of him.
He was born on this very day, so that's your births, folks.
Isn't it handy that he invented modern plastic surgery, not ancient plastic surgery?
Absolutely. We
Because that would have sucked.
got some deaths. Got this bloke, he died in March, 8th of March, coincidentally the same date as today, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's freeze.
And they've called him Caesar Lattis in here, but it's got his other name in brackets, which was Caesar Mansueto Guilileo Lattis. And he was a Brazilian physicist who, with American physicist Colin Bennett, Eugene Gardner, at the University of Berkeley, confirmed the existence of heavy and light mesons formed during the bombardment of carbon nuclei with alpha particles. There you go.
I think I used to have the Grillo lattice pie at school. It was quite nice.
Was his name actually Lattice?
Lattice prey.
Lattice. Yeah, lattice.
Lattice pot.
Lattice.
Lattice. Lattice. Yeah, lattice. Lats. Yeah, him.
just leave a space for him to fill. It's quite good.
We got another bloke here who dropped dead. He was 89, this fella.
Ooh.
And his name was Emery Leon Chaffee. And he was an American physicist. Oh, God. Whose invention
so well.
he invented something called the Chaffee Gap. Oh,
I had that once.
Isn't it?
That's what you get for leather pants and hot weather. Oh.
Which was a type method to produce continuous high frequency electrical oscillations for radio transmissions. There you go, see? And last but no means least, oh yeah, this was a good one. A bloke called Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin. Yeah.
Oh
Can't
yeah, but
imagine what he
definitely
invented.
heard of him.
Died at the ripe old age of 78 on this very day in 1917. Ferdinand Ferdinand Adolf August Heinrich Count von Zeppelin. What a gobful that was.
Hang on, how come the count's at the end? Wouldn't it be count and then I would have thought it'd been his name?
Oh no, there's not one of those little squiffy things after his name. Heinrich, Count von Zeppelin. He was a German inventor, engineer, and manufacturer who was the aviation pioneer that built the first rigid dirigible airships named Zeppelins.
It would have been, yeah.
Retiring from a military career, he devoted 10 years to designing and building of his first successful lighter-than aircraft. Go, folks. So, well, there you go.
Successful, but not for long.
Yeah, the rest of them are pretty straightforward. Got a bloke called Edward John Dent. He was an English clockmaker, and he dropped dead on this day at age 62.
Dent with an H.
Yeah, what time?
I scrolled up to look and all. So there you go, folks. That's your deaths as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
Respectfully done, and didn't call
I know.
this week.
We actually managed to survive this week without completely mocking the dead. Oh, by the way, I have to say, Mama Fox says again this week, before the show had even started, that Chris's hat was still her favourite.
Oh, you've been sending bribes to Mama Fox, haven't you, Chris?
No, I'm feeling a little bit Eastery today.
On the subject of hats, I've been looking and I think I've found something, and I've got to order it yet, but I'll wait.
That's it, Dr. Ted.
Yeah.
You were told, someone did mention that you should comb your hair in chat. I can't remember who it was.
Who should comb his hair? Ted.
I was going to say, it can't be me, can it?
Someone told Ted he should comb his hair.
It's lockdown hair. It's needing that cut again. So I'm wondering, do I hold out for another 3 weeks, or do I let the wife have a go and cut it?
Like
hold out for another 3 weeks, Ted.
Yeah,
safer option, mate.
I would.
Or
just go for a number 2. That's what I do.
And then you could cut your hair.
Hey!
Oh god!
Can't take you guys anywhere.
Yeah, I might be sitting here one day bored and waiting for some paint to dry and start cutting bits off.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we could try that. Yeah, we'll try that. So how we go? Right. Yeah. Well, it's over to you guys now. It's all for you guys in chat to sort of direct us where you want the conversation to go tonight. Well, we'll usually just rabbit on as we usually do for an hour and a half ish or so. But obviously it's Billy and Bench. That's one way of getting the thing started. Have you been to eModels this week and bought anything? Have you any plans for buying anything? So on and so forth like that. So let's have a look in the chat. Sprue Glue says, first thing, remember to smash the like button. Thank you, everybody. Yes, it does raise us up in the algorithms and things to get everybody watching us. But and also, if you are watching us out there in video land, come along and say hi in chat. Tell us where you're from, say hi, what you're doing, and we'll be very nice to you, we promise. We did have a few new people last week as well, didn't we? I wonder if they've come back. I wonder if they've been brave enough to come back. So, yeah.
My chat's just fallen over. Oh.
Yes, and we do find that as we found in our previous own live streams, that chat is a bit unpredictable at the moment. YouTube chat is creating all sorts of problems. So
Vince is in the chat. Mr. Loves Model Making. Hello, Vince. He's one of the mods.
As is Scaly Models, Dad. Everybody knows Scaly Models as Dad. So big Dad hugs, big Vince hugs.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Anyone with a spanner of mods, treat them with respect and all of that lot, or they'll apply the wet mitten.
Yeah.
Oh, sniffles. Camera's on, so I've got the sniffles.
Oh dear, yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well as chat being a bit occasional, Foxx is also a bit occasional. He will probably drop out, and he just dropped out just before I was just about to say that it's likely that he'll drop out.
I think he does it now for comic effect. He just presses the button. Yeah, you've got to sit with your hands on your head all evening just so that we know that you're not.
I was there in mid-wipe and I fell out. Wait, that doesn't sound good at all, does it?
Graham Roberts got a belly and bench. He says belly, pie and mash.
Oh, that's for
Pie and
that's for you Southern guys, isn't it? Pie and
Yeah,
mash.
get your pie and mash here, mate. 3 scoops of mash for £1.
How many for a pound, Cole? How many for
3 for £1.
3 for a pound.
Bench is a Tamiya 48 scale F14 Tomcat D. Get in.
Ooh. Jamie Shiner says to Ted, how's the Titanic going?
It's going all right. Look, it's here. Half of it's here. The other half's up there.
That's not really half, is it? That's more like an eighth.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah,
That's a hint.
We're just down to the well deck here. There's the foredeck. There's the well deck, and then we start going up onto the superstructures. So.
Ted's going to work his way all up to the poop deck.
The poop deck. That's all. That's all the way down there. It's
Colin's gone.
I could just see it in sight down there. The poop.
Yeah.
The poop
Ted can see his poop at the other side of the room.
Yeah, it's just coming out of the mist on the other side of the room. The poop deck.
Well, Martin Wellman is here saying, hi, boys from Oxford. It's not normally like this. It's normally much, much worse. But yeah, welcome to the stream if you're watching for the first time. EC Idaho says, hello, long-time listener, first-time caller. Yeah, we know you're not. You've been here before. Thanks for the wonderful show. Keep up all the great work. We haven't been on long enough to tell that it's a wonderful show yet.
That's like getting a handshake from the Queen in a lineup, isn't it? Hello, what do you do? Keep up the good work.
It's watching the same show that we do. Wonderful show with us four.
Yeah, I think we might be watching something different.
Brandon Molly, hi. I'm sort of new. Not watched your live streams. I bought some thinner and cleaner from us last week. Well, not from us, but from eModels. Yeah, we're going on. Cool. Anybody else has been doing that?
Tell us what you bought from eModels. Yeah. Oh, very quickly, I forgot to say, by the way, don't forget, of course, this is a show for eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. Make sure, please, first of all, that you're keeping it family friendly in chat, and please don't mention other retailers in chat, obviously, because it's an eModels show. I've got some schmutz on my glasses again. It's doing my bean in. Hang on.
And has anybody? So you get a. Has anybody finished a model this week? Then you can have a. Yes.
I finish like 3 a year, so no.
Yeah, I finish about 1 every 3 years.
I did a 3-hour live stream on Sunday, and I glued 3 arms onto 2 Space Marines. So
what about the other arm?
Yeah, as many
it's
as
work in
that.
progress.
Yeah, that went really well, Fox, didn't it?
Yeah.
Dear.
Where are we up to? Yes, Mod say hello to Brandon, so welcome to Brandon and Martin. Been looking at getting an M3 lead tank and an LRDG command car to go with my SAS Jeep and do a World War II desert diorama, says Scale Modelling Chaos. You should do all of that. You should do all of that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
The best way to do that is to do it, and then you've done it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure eModels have them.
Yeah, and if you're doing a live stream, sorry, not a live stream, if you're doing a diorama, you can get some desert sand, because I did a diorama with
I've got
this.
some of that.
Yeah, desert sand as opposed to jungle sand or.
Was that a desert diorama by chance, Ted?
Sorry, what?
Is that a desert diorama you done on?
Yeah, it happened to be a desert diorama. Yeah,
That's coincidental, mate.
Yeah, it works out quite well because they do desert sand.
Does that say desert? Does that say desert sand?
Desert sand. Ooh,
Is
that's
that desert sand?
I was going to do it on the beach, but they didn't have beach sand. They only had
I bet, cheers.
Ted was there going, oh, I meant to order office sand. Now I've got to do a desert diorama.
Jamie Bone is in chat saying he's got his belly beer battered fish and chips, and bench is the trumpeter 135th AS90.
Beer battered is the best way to be, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, beer battered.
Scale Modelling Chaos says belly, chili, and tacos. Oh yeah, bench, Toon King Tiger to be primed for video build. Do you know? I've never had a taco. I've had a chimichanga, and it was rather fantastic, but I've never had a taco.
But you can make them yourself. You can buy the kits and things.
I don't do cooking.
It's not cooking; it's just putting stuff in a thing.
Yeah, this is Fox, mate, not Mr. Ramsey, mate. This is Fox.
I occasionally do warming, but I don't do cooking. Honestly, that's like putting shelves up or building an extension.
Speaking of which, the Barrow Burger King opened today. And
Shut up! Burger King.
They're already complaining on Facebook and in the newspapers and writing letters to the Times and things that the queue is down the road. the road is just totally blocked with people queuing,
Really?
trying to get to Burger King.
I wrote to the Daily Mail to complain that we haven't got a Burger King.
Yes. So that's it.
Dear
So-
Burger King, get round here. Do it.
or the man from Uber Eats is going to have to cycle a long way on his bike to
No,
deliver.
my nearest Burger King is Warrington. That's like thousands of miles away.
Mm.
They don't even speak English in Warrington. I'm like, oh, come on now.
Yeah, but then again, they don't speak English where you're from either up north. It's not proper English, is it?
All you can hear in it is.
Yeah,
really,
I'm speaking of
Bovril.
takeaways. Yeah, speaking of takeaways, I went to Tesco the other day and bought a bag of the Kentucky Fried Chicken flavoured crisps.
Oh,
just
right,
so-
yeah. I've seen the adverts.
just so you could get the 2-for-1 offer. I then went to Burger King, got the 2-for-1 offer.
What are the crisps like?
Crisps.
The thing is right. KFC doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like.
Well,
Chicken.
the crisps just tasted like roast chicken.
Yeah.
So,
But here's the thing, though, right? Have you noticed, no matter what brand of crisps you get, I may have mentioned this before, but it's one of those puzzles I've always had. No matter what brand of crisps you get, if you get the chicken or roast chicken flavour crisps, they always taste the same. Whether it's Walker's or the sea salt ones or whatever brand, they always taste the same. But none of them taste anything like actual chicken.
Mm.
So how can they all taste completely nothing like the thing they're supposed to, but all be the same? I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
They
Really
taste
weird.
like the prime chicken, the chicken from
No.
way back when they decided that chicken was chicken. It's devolved since then, but the
I don't-
crisps
yeah,
have.
well, I suppose the Kentucky Fried Chicken crisps should taste like chicken, because what would you expect them to taste like?
Well, the thing is, KFC gone about their 10 secret herbs and spices, but it just
12.
tastes like chicken, so I don't
12.
know what they. 12. Is it 12?
Well, we have 12. I don't know how many you have up there.
We can't count more than 10. So we get 10, I guess. Because we're jolly northerners, you see. We don't do numbers. We like orcs. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots.
One too many lots, yeah.
Yes. Where are we up
Anyway,
to?
going back to chat, primetime modelling Billy, Vinci Chow Mein, bench, 3D printer, Star Trek travel pod, almost finished, needs decals, making printing. Needs decals, making printing. Right, I've got that now.
Sprue and Glue says belly. Everyone's having chili and stuff. Chili and rice. He says chili and rice. So it's chili and rice. With garlic bread and bench.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread.
It's a taste sensation. A bench is nice and clean and tidy. Yeah, thank you for asking. That's not going to happen. Not going to last for long. Not gonna last for long.
George Taylor says belly barbecue baby back pork ribs, roasted potatoes with rosemary, garlic, salt, and pepper. Bench, a model of some sort. So yeah, that's exactly
bench.
what we're after.
Yeah, bench, whatever.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Graham McRobert, if asked if I've got sinus trouble tonight. No, I always get sniffles when the camera goes on. I don't know why. Joseph Borg says, good evening, gang on the bench. Italeri truck, what I spoke to Ted about in the belly. Wait, no, hang on. I'll put a comma in. I'll put a comma in there for you.
I did just read that to myself and thought that doesn't make sense. Oh, right.
Italeri truck that I spoke to Ted about, comma. We do take the mickey out of you if you don't do commas and stuff. In the belly, homemade chicken curry and egg fried rice. You need, ooh, yes.
Yeah. Any incorrect grammar tonight will be given back to you to take home and to correct the spelling and bring it back next week.
The thing is, we love it because it makes it funny because we don't plan ahead. We just read it out and go, wait, that went wrong. So we do encourage it, but we will take the mickey out of it.
Yeah.
Jamie Shiner has a question. Are eModels doing collecting yet? Do you mean, is the shop open yet? Because that will be no. The 12th of April is when retail shops, non-essential retail shops, can open their doors again. And I did see that eModels put up a post on their Facebook page that they are reopening on the 12th. Yeah. According to current government guidelines and stuff.
Did it have an amusing picture with it?
It had a picture with lots of crowds outside, but yeah.
Oh, that's the one I drew then. Yes, lovely. I didn't know if they put that. Yes, they are opening back from 12th of April.
On that note, I'd better go and have a look at it then, hadn't I?
Yes.
Maybe I don't follow the Facebook page.
It's the recycled artwork that I did last time they reopened. So it just says it's the reopening.
Yeah, it says something about reopening to more opening than ever or something.
It says reopen to reopen harder.
That was it. Yes. Yes, I don't think they're doing click and collect or anything, are they? They're just doing mail order.
I don't know.
But
I don't
they
actually
should
know
be
the details.
reopening properly then.
The entire conversation I've had was Pete Mate saying, "Can you do me some artwork?" There you go, thanks. So that, but yes, they are. Whether it means you can suddenly turn up and go in the door.
Well, I could have
Possibly.
saved you some. I could have saved you some time because I'm sure I've got a picture of me stood outside.
Oh, I've got the picture that I used last time they reopened. So it may well just be things like I don't know actually. We'll find out nearer the time anyway. It's a month away yet, so.
According to normal government guidelines, non-essential retail businesses should be able to reopen on the 12th, and it should be a sort of normal opening. All normal shops will be able to open and trade, but still keeping social distancing inside and stuff like that. So in eModels, that probably means one person in the door at a time.
That usually entails small shops like yours about opening the door and shouting in, "Hello, can I have?" The shop is open, but don't come in it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but Anders Ericsson says he gets no ding for him. So can we do a ding for Anders Ericsson, please?
Has he finished his model?
No, I don't think he's finished his kit. I think that's why he said no. Ding.
Oh right. Oh,
I think that's what he means. If you have finished, you can tell us, and we'll get you a ding.
Yeah, he'll get dingage.
EC Idaho says I buy FX kits. Does that kind of count as they come from the UK? I've lost the thread here. Count as what?
No.
I don't know.
No idea.
Is that a conversation I've missed half of?
It could be that he hasn't bought from eModels, but he's bought AFX kits.
Oh right.
Then it doesn't count, no.
Yeah,
No,
that's the problem with chat being about 20 seconds behind it. By the time we've talked about something else,
We've already forgotten. As far, during this show, as far as we're concerned, the only place to buy models is eModels.co.uk.
Yeah.
Are they your one-stop shop for all your model making needs?
That's because they are the one.
I thought that was them. Yeah.
There probably isn't anybody else. Yeah.
Phil Lewis says a belly fried salmon fillet with a side of veg. Now, is it a side fried salmon fillet or fillet? I never know with fish.
Fillet.
A fillet of fish.
So what's a fillet then? If it's not a fillet,
That's posh. You don't do that.
it's got less L's, no more T's. Yes, fried salmon fillet with a side of veg and fried rice. Bench, not much. I may have made a 1/16 scale Panzer 1B purchase from eModels. Oh, is that with the remote controlness and the much expensiveness, or is it just a big, shonking one?
It could be the 60. Yeah, Panzer 1. Panzer 1.
Panzer 1B.
Oh, right.
Panzer 1B.
Well, Tim Young says, I finished my Spanish Civil War vignette with a BF 109 and a truck.
Do it, Ted. There you go.
Get in there. Dingage.
Ted, you dinged it and the chat went down. I can't see it now.
Scale Modelling Chaos says about Ted's sand. Ted got that as he wanted to make a sand pit.
Right.
Ted, just add custard, says Lord Barclay.
Right. Does it?
Let's have a look. Belly
Graham M. Yeah. Graham M. Billy. Homemade burger with a cheesy baked potato. Bench more painting on the ATST. Homemade burger. Cheesy baked potato. Burger and baked potato seems like a very heavy combination.
A burger and yeah, that's a nice stodgy meal. That'll keep you warm in the winter's night, won't it? Baked potato.
Brian Morley said, I can't quite remember the last time I finished a plane. Yeah, there's hundreds of unfinished objects on the shelf. UFOs.
Yeah. Sarah Jane says, I emailed. She doesn't say that. I'll start that again. Hang on. Emergency gin ration.
Yeah, slow down. Take your time. Relax and breathe.
Sarah Jane, who is a person, says, I emailed eModels yesterday afternoon and had a reply first thing this morning. Quite surprised but nice. I said it wasn't important or needed an answer straight away. Sometimes you can just be lucky that you've got your email in right at the start of the 3 or 1,000 emails. As you know, at the moment, while they're on lockdown, of course, it's very low staffing, and so they're prioritising packing and picking the orders and shipping them out. So emails can get a bit delayed with responses. But if you're lucky, and James Mate just happens to be in the inbox when your email comes in, and you're the first one, so there you go, straight away. It's always worth it.
Wayne Hayward, Billy, chicken curry, full stop, bench, Judge Dredd, Lawmaster miniature.
Ooh, yeah, that's the bike, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
Is that the bike?
Yeah, the Lawmaster is, it's the Lawgiver is the gun, isn't it? So yeah,
That's
Lawmaster's the bike. George Taylor tells Foxx, if you're ever in LA, I'll take you to have the best tacos in existence.
Deal. I will apply them to my face, have mouth holes.
Yeah. So George Tillett, we need 4 tickets, first class, LA, and we'll come over. We don't mind. We it doesn't have to be business class. First class will be fine. We'll do that. So
I'll fly cattle class. I'll go in cargo. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'll go in the cattle cart. I don't mind.
yeah, 4 tickets. Just email them across, and we'll be over. So
Speedy curates in, and Anders Eriksson, here we go, says, Belly, spaghetti and a couple of hot dog sausages for dinner. Well, it actually says spaghetti sand, but I think that's a typo. Spaghetti and a couple of hot dog sausages for dinner, a pair of sandwiches, a pair of sandwiches, and a coffee this evening. Bench, a Panzer IV so near to be finished now, never been this close, just some tinkering to do. Until you realise you suddenly want to do a whole load of extra stuff.
Only another 9 or 10 months to go then. Yeah.
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 Because the finish line is in sight through a telescope.
So all you need to do, Anders, is just finish it, then take a picture of it, then post it on Facebook, and then you realise it's not finished.
Yeah, you thought, oh, there's some masking fluid. Yes, he's seen the finish line. He turned around the Hubble and he saw it. Yeah. William Rayburn had Burger King just before Ted ran in.
Oh, nice.
And EC Idaho says Burger King is kind of second or third tier fast food here. Hope it's better in the UK. Yeah, but see, we don't have things like White Castle or In-N-Out Burger, so we just
We do have Five Guys.
Burger King. Yeah, well, no, you Ponzi Southerners have a few Five Guys. We don't.
Never heard of them.
Here in the third world.
So
we've only
next
got
time I go
McDonald's
to
or
Five
Burger
Guys, I'll
King.
put pictures. I'll post some pictures of Five Guys when I go there next. The pictures don't look good because they wrap all the burgers up in foil and then give them to you, but they go very stodgy. But they look.
Yeah, and also a picture with a bite, a picture of a burger with a bite out of it. No.
I really want burgers now.
Yeah, I feel like a burger myself. Yeah.
I feel
You don't
a
look like
burger.
one.
Speedy Q8 says chicken crisps are wrong. The only correct crisps are cheese and onion. I do like chicken crisps, but cheese and onion are the best.
I tend to find that chicken crisps, or apart from the KFC ones, they didn't do it. No, it's bacon flavored crisps. They repeat on you. It's somewhat rotten.
I know. But I've never had bacon that tastes like bacon flavored crisps. But
No,
it's
they're
nice.
very
It's
different.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Speedy Q8 says bench Iron Man bits with lights, and I'm playing nicely, thank you. But doesn't say anything about belly, which is the only bit we care about. So you kind of got that.
He's probably overcooked a chicken or something.
Yeah, probably.
Brandon Morley of a kit sort of finished a GWR towed brake van. Well, you can have a ding for that one then. So, a Great Western Railway towed brake van and more of a railway modeller. Nothing wrong with that. We accept modelers.
I'm not even seeing this comment. Steve131 at one point says airfix, and then later on says belly. I'm not sure what's happening with that comment there, Steve131. EC Idaho says belly coffee bench airfix 148 ME 109.
Oh, nice.
Speedy Q8 says belly had a big chicken pie at work, so just toast this evening. Chicken pie.
Oh yeah.
Pie.
Yeah, I think we've got all the chat all mixed up because what's happening with chat, as I said last night, it takes out big sections and then puts them in.
Are you on top chat, Ted?
I'm on live chat.
Yeah, Vincent over Mr. Lofts has had belly, lamb chops, and gratin potatoes. Bench is an iRes 1/100th Wing Gundam 0.
Very nice. That's all the metal bits and bobs that cost like £1 billion.
Yeah.
Tim Young says belly chicken soup with added chu chow chili. Oh, I don't know what that is, but I need it. It's got lots of ch in it. It's almost Belgian with its extra ch. And toasted bagel. Stop. He literally says stop. Bench finishing a vignette of the last MiG-21s at Chaslav Air Base. Etch ladders to tackle tomorrow. Stop. Good effort. I like that. Dear sir, stop.
Anders does say not finished. No ding for me.
No. Graham McRobert asks if eModels do remote control kits. Yes, they specialise in remote control stuff.
Yeah, do lots of them, and the accessories, the radio gear and everything. Yeah,
so it's one of their specialties.
Oh, I started a spring glue. I started a UK kit. Does that warrant a ding? No, I'm afraid not. No, we have to be we have to be quite sparing on our dings. It's only when you finish a kit. Let us know.
Yep. Anders Ericsson just confirmed he's not finished. No ding for him.
Yeah, I just read that out.
Did you?
The Raging Modeler says bench Orc Warboss, Orc Death Dread, belly fish and chips.
Oh, Bob the Fish. Ooh, hello, Ice Queen. Yes, Ice Queen. That's still for me. Ice cream.
Ice cream. What?
Ice cream. Ice cream. Yeah, I get ice queen as long as you want, but for me, it's ice
Can
cream.
somebody press Ted's button, please? Because he's obviously got stuck in a loop somewhere.
Reboot Ted.
Ted's like potato.
Martin Wellman, do you do tools for wooden ship modelling? I think you mentioned talking about here. Yeah, it's it's
Emergency gin ration, quick, break the glass.
Yeah, I'm going round and round in my head. Do eModels do tools for wooden ship modelling and wooden ship models? I'm not too sure on that. I think they do.
They do, don't they, though?
Yeah, but duvets don't do. They do duvets, don't they? They do, don't they? So
Certainly do the tools for that would be handy for wooden ship modelling. How about as for wooden ships? You'd need to have a look on the website and have a look for that.
do keep in mind we don't actually work for eModels. We're just idiots that make videos for them. So we don't have any insight into.
Yeah, I think Martin. I don't know, but Martin may be on about RC radio control ships, wooden ships that way. I do know they do some of like TK did for
the Amati stuff.
The Amati stuff. I think they do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they actually have a section on matchstick models. But they haven't nothing in there, but I would normally say the best thing to do is give them a call, but of course you can't at the moment because the phones are turned off because we're all on lockdown. So, but yeah, have a browse through the ship. Oh dear Lord, you got me going now. Ted. Have a browse through the shop, through the store, the website. Oh God, Gin.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah.
Colin, take over for the love of dog.
Adam Belly, he says onion pork sausage with mashed carrots and broccoli.
Oh yes.
Bench is a Bandai custom sniper.
That's a GM. You've done that one.
I have, mate.
Where did you find that? I didn't see that one. Where's that from?
It's mint, mate. I did it in urban camo. Put it somewhere. I can't find it. No, all joking aside, they really are good quality kits, even.
A few people have asked when eModels are going to get more Gunpla stuff in stock. Don't know at the moment. It's actually really hard to get stock from various places because of the world being on fire. So stay tuned. You will get more. But I haven't been able to find out when that might be just yet. It's quite hard to get here in the UK, so you have to be patient.
Everything's behind, isn't it, in production and things like that because of what's been going on. So
well, it doesn't help that Gunpla's actually hard to get in the UK anyway because there's no actual official distributors. So machinations have to be machinated for them to get stock.
There's probably a big container stuck at Felixstowe docks or something somewhere.
Vincent at Mr. Lewis Model Making, who answers all our questions of great import, says about the word filet/fillet. He says filet is pretty much how it's meant to be pronounced originally. It's a French word, nothing to do with McDonald's. We use it in Dutch as well with the original pronunciation, except in Dutch they add 3.5 minutes of to it.
Yeah, got a good one from Sarah Jane that was mentioned this afternoon in my stream. She was after a particular car kit and was asking whether eModels would get it, and she's emailed them. And she's had an email back saying it will be arriving later in the year. Woohoo! So, if you're after a kit and you're not sure whether they've got it, just send them an email and ask them. And if they haven't got it in stock, they'll source it for you and let you know when you can have it. And it's worked for Sarah Jane there. So.
I visited once. I had to go to eModels once to drop off one of my builds, and I walked in. On the counter was a 1/9 scale vintage Fiat car kit of some sort. And this box was like 6 foot long by 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a big car. He went, yeah, it's big, that, isn't it? I said, what's that? And he said, oh, we don't stock them, but one of the customers said, can you get one? So we said, yeah. So basically, if they don't actually stock something, they can probably get one for you. Especially if it's Tamiya. Don't forget, of course, if you can't find something on the website, the possibilities are it's just temporarily out of stock, in which case it'll be back in soon. Normally, again, you can mail them and ask, but they can't at the moment. Or it's not something they normally carry, but they can probably get it for you. So don't be afraid to ask.
Lots of votes for burgers tonight, and lots of people saying Five Guys are great, and they are around and everywhere. There's one in York, apparently. But,
Yeah, Dad says we have 5 guys over here. So
Yeah. George Taylor says lots of In-N-Outs near me. We can have that after we get the tacos. Yes. The only reason I know In-N-Out and Redcastle, and I think White Castle as well, is because I used to listen to the Major Nelson podcast, the Xbox podcast, years ago, and they kept talking about In-N-Out all the time, and I just had no idea. And it always sounded really nice. Steve131 now says Mr. Brains and Mushy. I think he's breaking his answer up over like individual comments. He says Mr. Brains. I think he's having brains faggots and mushy peas.
Mushy peas.
Mushy peas.
yeah, but are they the green mushy peas or the mushy peas sort of slightly mushed marifat peas?
Or mushy peas, as we call them.
Slightly mushy peas. I don't know about
They're
that.
all
there's different types of mushy peas. You can get the real mushy peas, which are sort of like
Horrible.
real mush, or you can get the marifat, which are just slightly
Horrible.
sort of
Are you saying that mushy peas are horrible, you southerner you?
Yeah.
I love mushy peas.
There you go.
Oh,
At least
they're
Colin's a
mint.
proper human being. and
I'm
likes
happy
mushy
for
peas.
other people to like mushy peas because it means more stuff for me. But yeah,
And my local chippy does proper northern gravy and all.
There you go. You see. Do you know what we ordered? We ordered. Mama Foxx got me to order the other day from the online place. We ran out of
from
gravy.
eModels.
No, we're not the eModels.
eModels for all your gravy
It's
needs.
the other eModels that sells household comestibles. We ordered 2. We ran out of gravy, so instead of ordering like 2 things of gravy, I ordered 2 things of chip shop curry sauce powder. Oh, I've not tried it yet.
Did your lips roll over the top of your gums? Or...
I was like, oh.
Yeah, but the thing is about us Northerners and our gravy and chip shop up here, it has to congeal between pouring out of the cup and reaching the chips on the paper. It has to congeal.
It comes to slow stationary pools.
It doesn't pour out. It sort of gloops out.
It needs to be ideally both a non-Newtonian liquid and a superfluid, so that if you start pouring it out and then you put the thing back on the table,
It still
it
comes
just
out.
continues to pour itself out until it's
So
emptied.
you hook it over one end of the fish and you just run it along and then just drop it on the edge.
Yeah, and it's like a big chocolate eclair, but with fish and gravy.
Oh, good man.
I
Donald
want a chocolate eclair
Mackenzie.
now.
Donald Mackenzie, belly, cheesy, hammy, eggy, which
Oh,
is
cheesy, yummy, eggy.
eggy bread toast with cheese, ham, and eggs on top.
I
It's
need
a
all that.
I'd have guessed that.
Royal Naval payment for getting the dirty or hard jobs done on board. And Bench, he's doing a moonraker.
Ooh, Moonraker.
That does sound nice. Cheesy hammy egg. I wonder if I can get the wife to do that tomorrow. Send the
Johnny says belly Hooters wings. I'm not going to go any further with that one. And bench Canadian. Look at the post-it note. Bench Canadian F410G. I'll say that again. Bench
just want to say
Canadian
Hooters again.
F10. I still got it wrong. F5.
Yeah. Do you think you're distracting him, Chris?
No, I wouldn't do that. And scene.
And scene. Oh, Colbert, where are you? Right, Johnny.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
Johnny
Jelly.
says belly Hooters wings. Bench Canadian F104G waiting on Spitfire paint to arrive.
Is that like camouflage paint?
I don't know. I can't see it. Luckily, I can't see Chris behind my camera, so I couldn't see him do anything.
What? If I could do that, can you see me?
No, because I'm looking at the camera now.
No, it's avoid.
Ted, says Jamie Bone. He says, what's the best way to paint coal on 00 gauge steam locomotive? He did ask this the other day in one of our streams, but I guess we didn't give a very good answer. So he's gone to to the proper knowing person.
There's one thing about coal. You either don't paint it and use the real thing, or use pigments over the top of it, make it dusty. But remember, coal is actually shiny, so replicating that small. I would use pigments and then give it a very light sort of satin type varnish. Do it that way. If you can get the coal out, if it's not like preformed, molded into the sort of loco
Tender.
itself, if it's not preformed, take it out and put some real stuff in. You can actually get scaled coal in 00 scale and things
You
like
don't
that.
just want one thing with a massive chunk of coal in the back.
Yeah, you can make your own if you go out to the coal bunker and get a big block of it and smack it up.
If you live in 1956.
Yeah, we've got a coal bunker outside. We can go. Good girl.
Yeah, he did ask the question, I think, to me and Colin on our stream, and we gave him some kind of not as in-depth answer. But I think I also suggested graphite on the tops, just rubbing
Yeah.
over to get that little tinge. I don't know if that'd be a
Did
good
you
idea,
just
but
tell him to paint it cold-coloured?
Colin just said it's a gun, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
just get
guns,
some,
isn't it?
just
The
get
guns,
some.
isn't it?
All guns on it. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah.
But yeah, you can sort of dust it up by using some pigments and things like that. And take,
Colin,
That was funny.
take no notice of him.
I've got no idea where chat is at the moment, so I'm just going to...
It's just there.
Well, something's just entered my head.
It's
Yeah,
stuff
don't,
and
don't
things.
that's, look at the post-it note.
I am.
Emma Jane Young says, Billy, chicken soup koshes poorly. Oh, get
Oh.
well through, Emma. Yes.
Don't be poorly.
Bench a Toon B24. Oh,
Of course, chicken soup is the best cure for any ailment.
Yeah, not chicken crisps. Chicken crisps don't work if you're poorly. Chicken soup.
Yeah.
One
Robin's
comment has
9000.
jumped out at me. Ross Medlock says, Billy, 5 sausages and chips.
Oh, nice.
5
is
is a
that-
good number of sausages.
Wait, is that 5 sausages and chips, or is it 5 sausages
5
and chips?
sausage
That's a
and
lot.
chips. If you go into a chip shop and you say 5 sausages and chips, what will you
Come up
get?
with a lot of chips.
Bench 75 times 50 centimetres bridge of Moria Balrog and Gandalf 5D picture.
There you go.
Is that the diamond art thing?
That's a
Picture?
diamond
Yeah,
art.
Yeah.
that counts as making stuff. But yeah, 5 sausages and chips. How many chips? Not how many chips, but how many portions of chips.
Free for a pound.
Free.
Free for a pound.
They're free. Are they free or are they pound?
Free
No,
for a
you
pound.
get free for a pound.
It's,
ju-
but
just
if it's
for-
a pound,
go
it's
down
not free.
south if you go down south and say to someone you get free, does that like cause some kind of break in the?
They think
laws
you're
of
reading out
physics?
bingo
yeah,
numbers.
yeah, there's a rip in the sky that happens, and
You
this
get free.
face comes through and goes free for a pound. Told you once.
Philip Buck says, "Evening guys, it's been a while. Just out of hospital. COVID crap hit me hard. Sorry to hear that, but glad you're back out, dude. Bench Airfix 135th Tiger 1 and Bell KFX bucket with dead chicken in it.
Oh,
Oh, I think he's done it the other way around. He's done bench first, then belly.
Oh, hang on. He's he's put Bell. Okay, I'll read that again. Bench Airfix 135th Tiger and belly KFC bucket with dead chicken in it. That sounds excellent.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Anders
forgive him.
says-
Well, forgive him his grammar because he's just come out of hospital. So
Anders teaches us a word. He says, "Patatis."
patatis.
did you do Emma J. Young with a dingage, Ted?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I didn't.
No, okay.
Steady now.
Emma
Did I-
Jane Young says she's finished her Toon B24 and a Little Farmers Market vignette this weekend. Could I get a double ding?
Ooh. Ding ding.
There we go.
Now you
Round
need to
three.
make a sort of now you need to make the sort of tram accelerating noise. Sprue and Glue says do da da da, which I can't sing for copyright reasons, but we all know what it's from.
Yeah.
Tim Young says double ding. That's
Steve131 says chat not work for me. That might be why his messages are all over
Oh,
the place
right.
and everything, because chat's playing up for him in a big way.
Are you on a mobile device of some sort, Steve?
Yeah, it does that. It's just filled me in with a
Chat's been a bit creaky for a few weeks now, hasn't it, on
Yeah.
It
streams?
does
It's
depend what you're watching. If you're watching in the YouTube app, it can be absolute garbage. If you're watching on a computer, like a desktop computer, it's fine usually. But we've got
it's
chat
not.
on our iPads and things, and
Oh, I haven't.
yeah.
I've got it on the
Yeah, you've got it on
computer.
proper
It's
computer,
garbage.
but it doesn't really help. Sarah Jane is correct. She says mushy peas isn't food. Meat is the only thing you need,
yeah. But mushy peas is happiness.
not meat.
Mushy
So, no.
peas is not only, well, mushy peas is the only form of pea you should consume. Any other form
Yeah,
of pea
and
should
none
not
of
be
them. Yeah, that's
consumed.
right. Yeah.
Because peas are rubbish, but mushy peas, it's
Oh,
like meat.
mate.
It's like peas with a hint of meat in them.
mushy peas and mushy mushiness, mate.
Get yourself. Here you go. Get yourself a tin of mushy peas
No.
in a pan, or rather, because they just drop out like that. Get yourself a packet of sliced ham. Honey roast ham is best. Chop it up really fine with a nice sharp knife. Go like that. Don't use your hand. Use a knife. Chop it up into and then chop it that way and make little tiny bits of ham and dump that in the mushy peas and warm it up. it's like ham and pea stuff.
Soup.
Put it in between two real thick pieces of bread, and that makes you a northerner.
I'm
mushy-
quite happy to
mushy
not be a
pea
northerner. That's fine.
I have been known to do mushy peas and some waffles, and I butter the waffles with the mushy peas so it fills all the squares in, and do nom of goodness, Fox. Oh, mate, it is.
Moist.
Yeah, it's tentage.
Let's have a look.
Pete Rogers says Chippy and Borden does mushy pea fritters.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Sprue and Glue says, "Oh boy, goose fair pie and peas. Nom nom. Where's goose fair? Must be a place." Candygram says, "That's a great idea." What's Colin doing? I can see movements.
I don't know. I'm a little bit worried now. He's poking a thing at the side of your head.
Okay.
I was just opening my window, mate. It's a bit hot in here.
Have you done a bit of a trouser trumpet, perhaps?
No, no. would I?
Not like
Dave-
Dad, eh?
Dave Cardboard says, when I worked in a chippy, I hated cleaning out the mushy pea vat at the end of the week. On a family show, I can't begin to describe what I thought it was like. Us chipsters suffer for your meal. So, clean out the
but
mushy
you know
peas
what?
once a week.
Yeah, but you know what? Any food that comes stored in a vat is all right in my book. Candygram says, "That's a great idea." I assume responding to something someone said. A restaurant that could deliver to your door a hot meal along with a plastic model of your choosing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's picking up on the eModels food takeaway there. Couldn't it?
I will take curry rice and chips and a Warlord Titan for £2.55, please. Might not work out.
Yeah, sausage and chips with a extra hot curry and a Dora, please.
Mayhem Model Works is in. He's just filling out the last of his shift. Peter Rogers says, "Is a cheesier hammy egg a cheese and ham omelette?"
You can't beat a hot mushy peas with a big dollop of mint sauce. Is modelling chaos.
Ew. Ew.
You can add mint sauce
sauce
to
is-
anything, that's fine.
Mint sauce is heresy.
No, mint sauce is lovely.
Mint sauce. Oh no. Oh.
Lamb is the best meat, so mint sauce
Lamb
goes
is a
with
good
it, just
meat,
lovely.
but what's better on lamb is like horseradish or any other
Oh,
sauce
no.
than mint sauce.
No, no, no.
Regret sauce. Oh yeah.
No.
Do like a bit of horseradish.
Dave Cardboard says, "It was a big vat. It would last few. It was very suspicious that it always, by coincidence, I'm sure, just happened to run out on his shift."
Just coincidence. These things happen.
Graham McRobert asks the important question: "What about sprouts? They are nice as well." Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
No,
I love
don't like
sprouts.
sprouts.
Sprouts are
Sprouts
better
are
than
good.
peas by a long
Yeah,
way.
sprouts are all right. Yeah, Christmas
Well, it's-
sprouts done with chopped bacon in them, things like yeah.
This is fun because when we say peas, Chris is in the top left corner. When we say sprouts, Colin's in the top left corner.
They're a waste of a vegetable. They're horrible little things.
What peas? Yeah, I
no, they're
agree.
nice.
No,
They're
sprouts.
nice. They're
No,
nice.
it's us and them. It's us and them. Him.
Yeah.
Graham M
They
says
are
mushy peas with
totally
malt
pointless.
vinegar.
On a more serious note, I've lost it. Graham Morley says, "I've lost the thing again." He was on about
That's funny you said that.
coal. And just as I spoke, the whole chat jumped.
On a serious note, I've lost it. We knew that a long time ago, Ted.
Whatever it was, he said that when coal gets wet, it all goes sort of satiny and congeals and mucky and wet like that. It was, So Jamie, your answer's down in the chat somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Bobbins 9000, Sarah Jane, and Gemma are all in agreement with me saying sprouts are horrible.
Yeah, I
And
think Gemma's got
Brandon-
some sort of typo there where she says sprouts are horrible. I think she meant peas, but it's easy to make
Brandon
easy mistakes to
Morley
make.
says, give peas a chance.
Yep.
See what he did.
There'd
Good
be no peas in my time.
That's it.
Where
We're
are
up
we
to date. Done now. Let's
go.
get going.
Chaos says, "Fox, Goose Fair is in Nottingham. It goes on for 4 to 5 days and gets about 4 billion visitors." I may have
It
added
doesn't
some
say
zeros
4
to
billion.
that.
It's had a 4 in it, but
Yeah,
As soon as I get more than like 4 zeros, I have to guess because I can't sit there working out counting zeros. 4 billion.
Yeah, it's more than 40. It's more than 40k.
Yeah,
that's
more than
4
5 or 6. Oof, 40.
Actually, it was exactly 40k. He should know it. It is 40k.
JK
it's
says,
not.
"Are political
No, it's-
questions okay?" No religion or politics, please.
No, I think that's 400k.
Oh, it's 400k. Yeah, okay. 10 times 40k. It's fine. Sorry. As you were.
Yeah, no, yes, no religion or politics in chat, please. We like things to be fun. Can't beat freshly dug new potatoes boiled with some fresh mint, says Primetime Modelling. And Stewpot says a true northerner would have ham and peas pudding, yummy on a stotty cake. The hell's a stotty cake?
What the
That's
hell's
another northern name for buns.
Are
that I've
you
come
not?
across.
Are you not a northern person if you don't know what a stotty cake is?
I've never heard of a stotty cake.
I've never heard of a stotty cake, but I don't claim to be northern.
Oven
So
bottom, barm cake.
bap.
Bobbins 9000 says sprouts are a form of biological warfare.
Sprouts are the best vegetable.
They should be all gathered up and then shot into space on one of SpaceX's rockets.
Yeah, but you know what? When it's Christmas and all your family comes over and you're like, oh God, I wish all the family hadn't come over. All you do is you eat a lot of sprouts and bam, you get the room to yourself for the rest of the night. Get on the
You're
Xbox,
going
happy
back
time.
a long way with family coming over, aren't you?
Yeah, we've been saying for years that we go away for Christmas. So
I went away for Christmas once. I went to Austria skiing. Went for Christmas. It was shut.
that can only happen.
Yeah. Because we went to this village, which was supposedly a ski village, but it shut for Christmas. So there was nobody about.
Yeah, Scale Modelling Chaos says, I think a stotty cake is from Scotland. That would explain why yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a
When
bit
I say
further north.
northerner, I mean English northerner, not actually that far north.
Yeah.
Northern monkey northerner.
Yeah,
No,
well,
north of
once it's past Watford, for these two,
That is
Yeah,
north,
it's
isn't it?
it's north.
Well, yeah, I mean, we was driving up the eModels. We could see our watches were slowing down and everything was going into black and white. And
Yeah.
it's like Back to the Future. It was
All the street lights stopped
1952,
and the
mate.
roads disappeared. And
Yeah.
When they're coming up the M1, it's just like it'll be like, Watford Gap, Watford.
Yeah.
Then it just says the third world.
the
You know,
north.
there was
It just says the
cobbles
north.
beginning to form on the streets and things. It's like, what's happening with all of this?
Chris is there going, that's another flipping whippet under the wheels. Good God.
Yeah, you know, it was, yeah.
The streets are lined with whippets and lard. Oh, and Stewpot says, no, it's a Geordie thing, way, eh?
I can't say I've heard of spotty cake.
Stotty cake.
Carl at Making Models says never heard of stotty cake up here in Scotland.
Nope.
It must be a
The only
southern
thing
thing.
I can speak Geordie, but the only thing I can say is why bake a grove and spooky. That's it. Or unlucky. That's all I can say.
Yeah, there are all these southerners are having to go at us northerners now.
Yeah.
But just think, Fox, if it wasn't for us northerners, there wouldn't be any eModels channel, would there?
There wouldn't be any of anything because we invented the world's industry and everything. We invented railways, factories, industry, poverty, disease.
Yeah.
And very
pollution.
soon they'll be inventing the wheel and electricity and
Yeah, funny, Chris, because apparently they're now considering putting toilets inside the houses.
inside. What with like doors and stuff.
Nonsense. This is
Proper-
foreign
proper-
nonsense.
Yeah.
Look,
In a-
just think who invented the loom and smoky chimneys and things.
Yeah.
Coal.
Yeah.
Chaos says, when I moved to Nottingham from Essex, I had to get a visa and show my passport.
Yeah. Sarah Jane says it's good taking a trip up north to see how we used to live in the past.
It is, mate.
It's true. It's true.
dear.
Anders Ericsson says, excuse a foreigner, what is a Geordie? It's a misspelling because he meant Geordie. As in someone from Newcastle and that.
Yeah,
Newcastle, the northeast way, eh?
Anyway, Bobbins 9000 at a time that right, just right on the button. As he said, what's in store then? Because he needs to spend some money.
Money.
Make sure, Chris, make sure item 3 is the most expensive.
I don't do that game. We used to play that game. I don't play that game anymore.
Do the other game where the most expensive one is.
No,
item
I
4.
shall leave it in the order I've created because it's the best order for the things.
Have you selected it this week, Chris, or has someone else selected
No,
it?
it is a my what's in store this week. So I shall click on Fox and make him do the terms and
Oh,
conditions.
wait, oh.
He just pressed the wrong button. He clicks on the click on the thing, but the thing is the click.
We'll give everybody time to go and get the dictionaries and thesaurus.
Because
and-
it is a special week. It's a mug week, so we have to do the proper terms and conditions.
Lips weren't moving. Did you see that?
Is it a mug?
That was super profesh, mate.
Is it a mug? Is it a mug?
Yes,
Is it a
we're
mug?
giving a mug. We're giving a mug away.
Is
An
it a
eModels
mug?
mug.
Mug away. Yes, you can win an eModels mug. It's eModels mug week.
An eModels mug.
An eModels mug.
An eModels mug.
An eModels
Scale.
mug.
An eModels mug.
eModels mug. We're waiting for Ted to do the deep one.
Scale model enthusiast. Come
Ted,
to
we're
that.
waiting for you to finish it. We can't go on till you've done the eModels mug. Go deep, go close.
eModel mug.
There you go. I
don't want to hear you tell Ted to go deep and go close ever again.
I did have a moment of doubt. There was a moment on Ted's face where he was thinking, switch gears.
Yeah, that's why I was staring intently at the paper going, I can't
He's there
believe
going, hang on, which page am I reading from now? Yes, it's time. It's time for the What's in Store. Now, Chris did it last week, but because Chris's What's in Store last week was actually his good lady wife Gemma's choice, he can't get out of it, so he's had to do it again this week himself, like a big grown-up boy, do it himself.
Yeah, that'll teach you, Chris.
Yeah, trying to get out of it.
That will teach me for telling you that someone else has chosen it.
By trying to get out of it, by getting somebody else to do it.
Next time I just won't tell you.
Yeah, that would be the clever thing to do. But then you'd get told off. We'd find out in chat, because Jen would say, I did that. Anyway, yes, you can win a mug. As always, Chris is going to go through a selection of fine items that are, as far as we know, currently in stock in the eModel store. There is an unwritten rule. If you're going to buy any of them, it has to be at least the number 3 item. You have to buy the number 3 item whether you want it or not. And as always, we don't know how many are in stock, so there may be 1, there may be 1,000. So if anything takes your fancy while Chris is going through the items, don't hang around, because if there's 1 in stock and everybody else has the same thought and they get it checked out first, you won't get it. So if you see something you like,
Slap it in your basket.
yeah, and remember,
It's not yours till you check it out.
exactly, you can have it in your basket, but if you haven't paid for it, somebody else can take it out of your basket. So if anything tickles your fancy, grab it while you can. So he's going to go through. There will be a theme to all of them. At the end of it, when Chris has finished, he'll come back and he'll say, what is the theme? Go. The first person in chat to get the right answer will win themselves.
An eModels mug.
That was a bit of a delay, but it'll do. Yes, the winning eModels mug. Now remember, we see the chat differently to the way you see it. We see it in the correct order. You see it with you at the start because it's your computer. So don't panic if you think you're at the top, but you're actually not, and you don't win. We see the correct chat the right way around, the way you would see it if you went back and watched the stream later. So don't answer before Chris comes back and says go. If you put the answer in chat beforehand, we'll just point and laugh at you and give you the finger of shame. Because you can't win nothing. We'll ignore your comments. So we will ignore all comments that go into chat before Chris says go. So don't waste... What was that, Ted? There was something creeping on the bottom of your screen there.
Finger of shame.
I think there's a Henry about. Have you got a straw?
Humphrey.
Humphrey, that's it. I got it wrong. I got it wrong. The joke died. I'm going away now.
Yeah.
Humphrey,
Foxx, that gives you the finger of shame.
I got the finger of shame for ruining my own joke. Yes, so anyway, yes, wait until Chris comes back and says, what is the theme? Go! And then you can put your answer in chat. Next.
That's it then. All right.
What?
Let's go. Let's begin with... You didn't do your refresh and drag, did you?
Oh yeah, if you want to be up to date, make sure the chat's up to date. Hit the refresh button, and then drag the slider all the way across. That can be minimal lag between yourself.
Drag it
and
the other
chat.
way, though, because otherwise you'll be going back to the beginning.
Yeah, drag it that way.
Yeah, EC Idaho does say, I would love a mug, but I live halfway across the planet. This is not pandering, just whining. EC Idaho, enter. If you win, you will send you a mug.
We've sent mugs all over the damn place.
We
As long
don't
as you
pay for
live
the
in, like-
postage.
as long as you don't live in like the Arctic or North Korea, you're probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, I shall add my selection to the stream here. This is what I have chosen specifically for the chat this week. I can't see the chat because I've got to put the window over the top of the window, so yeah. Right, first item is reverse action tweezers with a
That is
straight
an
tip
impressive tool.
and fibre grip. They are £4.95. If you don't know what reverse action tweezers are, they're sort of tweezers but the opposite. They're always be gripping. Not the gripping when you squeeze them. They're not gripping when you squeeze them.
Always be gripping.
They're pretty good for holding small things when you spray paint and things like that.
Yeah, brilliant, mate.
Yeah, you actually squeeze them to open them, and by default they grip onto stuff.
Yeah. There you go.
just like that.
They're a vital, and bizarrely I can't get my to mine now, but we've all got them, and we've all got exactly the same ones with the brown wooden bit.
Yeah.
It seems to be,
Yeah, I think
the
that's the only
universal
ones.
design.
Yeah, that's the only ones that are ever made.
Okay.
I've never seen any others.
No, I haven't. So yeah, they're an indispensable tool in your toolbox.
Yeah, and especially if you're very lazy and don't like squeezing things, then it just does it for you.
Exactly.
So that's
And
the first item.
It also actually helps avoid when you try and pick something that was small that pings off across the desk. It tends to help avoid that.
Yeah, less pingage than normal.
Pingularity.
Right,
Yeah,
item number 2 is
Cashier number
a
2,
larger
please.
item. It's the Expo Tools fantastic new airbrush deal 602.
Fantastic.
It's fantastic, and it's a deal, and it's a new airbrush. Comes with obviously a compressor and airbrush type thing, hose, plug. What more do you need? A high quality dual action gravity fed airbrush, oilless piston compressor, braided air hose, and water trap.
O's,
So,
Chris. Was that O's or letter O?
Hose, just an hose. It looks like you can keep the airbrush on the compressor as well. That's quite cool.
Yeah, that's a really good starter set. That's a really good. If you're looking at getting into airbrushing, we've always said before, the worst thing you can do when you start airbrushing for the first time is go out and buy like your £300 harder and steam brake airbrush and your 600 quid compressor, because you might not even like airbrushing. So we always say start off with the beginner stuff, with the good stuff that's not super expensive. Then you can get into it, and you can always look at upgrading to the more expensive professional kit later on. This is a great little starter set. You're getting a dual action gravity fed airbrush, that's the kind of brush you want, and a little compressor that's nice and compact. Yeah, it's a good set. That's a good deal.
Yeah, Scale Modeling Chaos says my mate has just bought this as his first airbrush and loves it.
Yep.
Yeah. Sarah, does it come with a spray booth? She asks. No, it doesn't. You have to buy the spray booth separately.
Spray booths are available also, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, as a simple example, my Neo Free Water airbrush costs about that. So for the same price as that airbrush, you're getting a good airbrush and a good compressor. That, as I say, is a great starter set. You'll get, once this will do you for a good few years until you get ready to move up to more professional end of the market. When you know that you're happy with airbrushing and you're confident, you can be like, right, now I can move up to a compressor with a tank or an airbrush with more finesse or whatever you want to do. You can, but this is a great way to start out.
Anders does say, does it come with a UK plug or can it be delivered with a Euro plug? I'm pretty sure it will come with a UK plug, but you can always get an adapter or rewire it yourself, I should think.
Yeah. There are some restrictions of what eModels can ship outside the UK, so I would check with them first before you spend any money, just to be sure, because they would sell it with a UK plug. We can't sell it with an EU plug. So.
Right, item the third, the one that people have to buy, obviously. It is the Mobius 125th Batwing from Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. I don't know about the Dawn of Justice bit. Was that ever a tagline for it? Was it? Or...
I don't know. I blanked out that entire. I've blanked out every Batman film since after the 1989 Batman, which is the best one.
Yeah, but it's a nice looking plain thing, though, isn't it? It looks lovely. It looks like a Batwing.
Yeah, that Batwing was never in the Batman I saw. It was all pow and kapow.
And
See, my Batwing is Michael Keaton's Batwing, and that's the one for me.
Anyway, this isn't that one. This is this one, and it's nice.
It's like a meaty, good little meaty kit. That it's like a boat with embracing arms.
It's got definite boat sort of vibes to it, isn't it?
It's kind of got arms like that, and it's going pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew. Is it politely like
It's
that?
kind of holding whatever's in the middle at the front. It's holding it.
Oh, I can see now. I looked a bit deeper at it. I could see. Yeah. See what you mean.
It obviously came from the Department of Over Designing Things. Looks good, doesn't it?
JK knows what I'm on about with pow and kapow and zap. Spoot.
Zap
Absolutely. Spook. Right, the fourth item tonight is the Sword. 172nd Republic RF-84F Thunder Flash.
Thunder Flash.
The wings look too small to me, but apart from that, it looks like it could be good fun.
Do you know what? I don't know why, but it could just be the style of the artwork. But I'm getting.
I could zoom into the pictures.
I'm getting a Jerry Anderson feel about it.
Well, I'm getting a real Trigon Empire. Nobody will know what that reference means, but if anybody does, you'll know what I mean. I'm getting a real Trigon Empire vibe off that.
It looks like someone like Flash Gordon.
No, it's more just the painting style. I can't explain it. There may be at least one viewer in the entire world that will know exactly what.
I
mean
don't
by
know
that,
what
but-
it is, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. 4 markings. Apparently, it comes with instructions. It's only one in the kit, but you can paint it in 4 different ways.
The
You have
size,
to do it in.
yeah, the size of the aircraft in the painting guide looks totally different to the size of the aircraft in the box art.
Yeah, that's all long and drawn out, isn't it? Like, and that's all stumpy and squishy. But yeah, that looks like it'd be nice to do as a metallic finish because it looks kind of mint. That.
And it's not expensive, 15 quid for that. So
Yeah.
You can't argue with that, mate, can you? 15
No.
quid.
arguing.
What scale is that? 1/72nd. Yeah.
72nd, yeah.
That'd be good. That.
not
a
huge,
little bit
but
of
big
fun,
enough
that
to
one.
get some detail in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th item. Yes, is the Hasegawa McDonnell. This one looks a little bit different to the other one in the box art. It's the F-15 Eagle Jazdf 60th anniversary eggplane. 2 kits in the box.
Skyler's got one of them little planes. This is a Phantom, but they're brilliant little kits.
Over 40 years old. The F-15 Eagle is no spring chicken. Eggs, get it? Eggs, one of the finest fighters ever hatched. Eggs, because it's an eggplane. It's an oh, okay.
Get your coat, Chris. Get
Nothing
your
to
coat.
crow about. It says. Yes, so 2 eggplanes for the price of 2.
Ooh, for the price, 2 eggplanes for the price of 2. JK says about the that previous one, the Thunderflash. The box art looks a bit off, but it's beautiful art. And JK says, now those eagle dimensions look spot on.
Right, nipping along quickly, we have an interesting kit. I like the look of all of these. The Leonardo da Vinci Marvelous Machines Barker Abail paddle boat. It's a paddle boat. It's made to look like a wooden kit, but it isn't. It's plastic. And quite often on these, the cogs work and it'll, the things will turn and stuff.
Yeah, they're like little mechanical kits, aren't they?
Yeah.
Working kits.
What was that film? It reminds me of that. Oh, I can't think of the name of it.
Just
bit
say
of-
Star Trek,
bit
Ted.
of
We'll
a
let you go.
surrealist- well, it was a bit of a surrealist type film where there was like
You're thinking of Time Bandits, I think.
time bandits. That's it. Yeah.
Time Bandits.
How did I know you were thinking of Time? I don't know why.
See, I was thinking of Hudson Hawk.
I can't say I've.
Yeah,
remember
my
watching
model
this.
works was thinking of Hudson Hawk.
Oh, there you go.
I have
two
watched Hudson
H's.
Hawk, but I don't remember anything about
Hudson Hawk's Bruce Willis one.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane gets 10 points for saying those eggplanes should come in a box of dozen.
Yeah.
Right, so that was Leonardo da Vinci's paddle boat.
Gemma tells you often says you should stop making jokes.
I was only reading out the thing on the page. I wasn't making them up
You're
myself.
just reading out the description.
They
weren't
weren't
you?
mine. Right, the last one I have for you this evening is the Welsh models. 144th. Not 144th, it's 144th. Vickers Valiant B Mark 1 in silver.
That's a very unusual scale.
That's all we've got. Oh, actually, it is 1/144th. I can see it on the picture.
Oh, okay.
So yes, it's a tiny, teeny little plane.
Ah.
I can't get
I
any
must
closer on
remember
that one.
to
Wonder if I
send
could
James
zoom
a
into one of
message
them,
then
but
to
not
let
that
him
one.
know that the description's wrong.
The Vickers Valiant, part of the Cold War aircraft with the Vulcan bomber and such like that. It became a fuel carrier, didn't it? It was
Yeah.
airborne tanking.
Looking at the size of the cockpit on that drawing, though, I'm assuming it's not going to be a small plane because it looks.
It's. I think it's a large plane, isn't it? The
Yeah.
Valiant. but
They were big anyway. Yeah, they were
It'll be
huge.
kind of 1/72nd scale plane size.
Hercules
I think.
side, wouldn't they, Ted?
I think they're bigger than that.
it doesn't give us any information as to the size of the finished model. It probably does in the very small text, but it's not a very good quality picture that I can't zoom into and find out exactly what it
Is
says
it,
there.
is it a
But
plastic kit? It is a plastic kit, isn't it?
Dave Garbord said that'll be huge. Yeah, I think they were massive aircraft.
I
They
mean,
were
yeah,
big-
look,
yeah, I
at the
think
size
they
of
were
the
bigger than the
cockpit.
Vulcan.
It'll be a bit like the Antonov that you did, Chris. That I think.
yeah, it's going to be
not
quite
that
a big kit.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
old scale.
Yeah, size of a Victor or Vulcan, says Dave Garbord.
It should be quite interesting as well because it's a real small bijou manufacturer and they can actually be quite interesting, those kits. So definitely worth maybe having a look at one of those if you're into
Yeah.
your unusual aircraft.
That's going to be a bit bigger than a 172nd World War II fighter.
Yeah, and for 35 quid, you can't go wrong there, can you?
No, exactly. So I shall start at the beginning and nip through them again. We have the reverse action tweezers.
Can you say it backwards,
fantastic new airbrush deal.
Reverse action. So does that mean all the parts that have flown at you, tweezers fly back?
Yeah, they come back. Yeah. They
if you're
automatically
taking the
picks them
model
up.
apart. Can you say it backwards there? Can you say it backwards there, Chris?
Is it? And the Expo Tools fantastic new airbrush deal. The Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice Batwing. The Sword Republic RF-84F Thunder Flash.
Sword.
Sagawa McDonnell F-15 Eagle Twin Pack Eggplane.
Yay!
Twin Pack Eggplane. Leonardo da Vinci's Marvelous Machine, the paddle boat.
Not the marvelous mechanical mouse organ.
No, it's just the paddle boat. Yep. And finally, the Welsh models, Vickers Valiant B in silver in 144 scale. So that's that. I shall remove that. I shall come back on the screen myself and say, "What's tonight's theme?" Go.
Go.
Go. What's the theme? I'll have a look and see if I can see anyone putting in the theme. I can't see. I said go far too hard because Fox has run away. Yes, Andrew Preston is the first one in with comics.
During it, fell out.
Congratulations, Andrew. Send an email to up there that side. ted@emodels.co.uk. Tell us that you have won the mug tonight, and we'll get it sent up and sent off and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Just make sure to include your name, your address, and your phone number, just in case the courier needs a phone number.
People are saying models, cheese. I'm not winning Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics is close, but not all Marvel Comics. I shall share once again and nip through and show you all and show my workings. Because it feels another minute or two, so yeah. We have the reverse action tweezers. Obviously, Action Comics. Action Comics was one of the first comics. Action Comics.
Batman
You can't go wrong there.
Action Comics #1. Batman throwing a cart into a wall. I remember that cover.
The second one, everyone. No.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yes, the Fantastic Four. Indeed,
Fantastic
they have
Four, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Yep. That's a gimme. You know that's easy. You could have Batman or Superman from that, so you can that's
Well,
nice,
Batman.
easy
Superman's
one.
just rubbish. We don't talk about Superman.
You don't like Batman either, though. That
I
one.
like Batman.
Oh yeah, but you can only talk about the Batman if it was the original Batman.
Oh,
What's
something
the-
Republic.
What's this one? What's this one?
What's
I
this
don't get
one? Yeah.
Oh, what are they called?
I don't get-
It was something Republic, wasn't it?
It's not Republic. That's not what I went for. No.
Oh, wasn't it?
Sword.
What?
I
Thunder,
went for Flash with that. Yeah.
Flash. What's Flash? I don't get Flash.
Flash.
Leader of
Oh, you mean the okay? I thought it was comics, as in names of comics, not names of actual characters.
Well, it's comics and comic characters, but yeah, Flash is the Flash from comics.
Okay. So there's a bit of wobbly here.
It's not
Okay,
just it's comic. The theme is comics. It's not just comic names.
I
It's
think you meant
comics.
comics like.
Well, that one then obviously is a comic name.
I don't know.
Yeah, I must admit, when he told us earlier today that it was comics, I did actually go looking for links to Dandy and the Beano.
Yeah, I couldn't find any for Dandy the Beano.
Yeah.
This one is the Eagle. Because the
I
Eagle's
can't
a
see.
comic.
It's behind my camera.
It's still the Eagle, whether you can see it or
Eagle,
not.
Yeah.
This one is Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah. We'll let you off.
It does fit in there. And obviously Valiant.
Oh yeah. Wow, they're showing your age now.
It
Valiant,
isn't.
let's
I vaguely remembered it, but I did have to Google it to make sure it was a
Was
thing.
Valiant one of these sort of black and white World War II type comics? It
It was
wasn't
an old
it was
one.
in colour, or at least the cover picture was in colour, wasn't it?
Ted will be
Wasn't it
aware
like
of
those
Valiant.
little commando booklet ones you used to get? Do you remember them?
I've got one out there, so I keep needing to find. I've got a battle
That
action
A-
comics.
Yeah, about A5 size. Was it?
Yeah, and about
Yeah, I
that
think
thick. It's
about
all
that, yeah.
beautiful, scratchy black and white art. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff.
Brilliant
mate.
artwork in them. Yeah, I know that, yeah. It was always Achtung Spitfire, and for you the war is over, Tommy.
Yeah, and there's always like Achtung, Britische Schwein, pig, pig dog. I don't know. Apparently, all Germans always shouted "thunder and lightning" every time they had an exclamation of some sort.
It could be worse.
Donner
Could
und
shout
Blitzen.
Donner and Blitzen. Yeah.
Yeah, thunder and lightning. They
Right.
didn't shout that.
That's that. I think we're talking about hot dogs now for some reason, but I don't know why.
In a related bit of news, I have to say that the other day I did have occasion to stumble across on the YouTubes a pilot episode for a Dan Dare series in the late '90s that never happened, and it was terrible. It had the bloke from Heartbeat and Coronation Street, the fat bloke, the old bloke. What's his name?
Greengrass.
Yeah, Green had him in it. The guy that was in Coronation Street and played Eddie Watson. He was in it as a sidekick, and there was somebody I can't remember as the main character. And it was kind of a bit pants, but the CGI for the ships was quite good for like mid '90s. And then they showed the Mekon, and it was like, oh
No.
dear God! it was basically a bloke in a costume with a mask with like a head this big, and it was like, that went horribly wrong. Let's not make this series. Go and look it up on the YouTubes later. Just look up for the Dan Dare pilot episode. It had potential till they got the. Oh no! It went horribly wrong.
Not a shock that it didn't make it to a full series then.
Let's say British production companies couldn't quite do animatronic heads or anything like that.
Sounds almost as bad as the Dick Tracy movie.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah,
It wasn't that bad.
It was worse than Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, you've convinced Scale Modelling Chaos to go and have a look for the Dan Dare movie.
It was like a late '90s, I think, early 2000s pilot episode.
Jeffrey Hughes, wasn't it? Eddie Yates.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was about when they did the Biggles movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the surprising thing was the CGI for the spaceships was actually quite good. It was like, that's better than DS9 had at the time, and that was. This had a budget of £5 and a pint of beer on the back of a post-it note. So
but you've got to remember how far it came from when they did the original Flash Gordon series and the rocket flying through the air with the sparkler coming out the back of it.
Yeah, but you know what I used to love on those periodical black and white things is the sound of the spaceships was just like the sound of electric arcing. You just record this kind of electrical arcing sound. Great.
Yeah. Well, who was the star of Flash Gordon? He was some sort of.
It wasn't Johnny Weissmuller because that was Tarzan, wasn't it?
No, he was some sort of swimmer or something, wasn't he?
I'm sure that was Johnny Weissmuller who was Tarzan. Was a swimmer, wasn't he?
So who was Flash Gordon then? He was some sort of. I think he was a famous swimmer or a gymnast.
It's kind of sad to say that I remember watching those old Flash Gordon black and white. What were they called? Not periodicals.
Buster Crab. That was it.
That was it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it used to be on. I used to go to the kids' matinee at the ABC Miners on a Saturday morning, and Flash Gordon was always on.
Well, you see, this is the difference. You used to go and watch it in the cinema in the 1930s, whereas I watched it on BBC Two on a Sunday.
Yeah, you watched it on DVD. You didn't have the same.
No, I watched it on the telly box when I was a kid.
Yeah. Ted was there. There was a bloke outside going, "Come and see the remarkable cinematographer,
the new moving pictures."
It was a great atmosphere though to be in the cinema with like 200 of the loud kids all shouting and hollering, and with the adverts come on, or even worse if the projector broke down. There was an uproar.
Ted remembers when they used to speak in old timey voices, and we're going to war. Let's sing in black and white.
Yeah, I remember the guy coming up from the middle of through the floor with the playing the organ.
Well, interestingly, there's a Tarzan VR game out now that's only recently come out. That's like a short-ish game, but it's done in like a cartoon style. So you're like in the VR in a cartoon. And as collectibles around the levels, there are these LP records, which are actual recordings that you can listen to in the game of the original radio broadcasts of Tarzan from back in the day.
I can now hear in my head the Johnny Weissmuller Tarzan call.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I can hear it exactly in my head.
I've listened to one or two of them in the game, and it's very, very strange. It's very much old school radio drama in that, like, you know, I'll sit here quietly while you read your lines, and then I'll wait until you've finished, and then I'll read my line, and then I'll sit here quietly until it's someone else's line again. It just doesn't flow.
The funny thing is, if you've ever played Fallout 3 and listened to the the radio plays in that, or you played Fallout 4 and listened to the Silver Shadow radio plays, it's really hard to then take any of those old actual vintage serials seriously, because they are really like the spoof ones in Fallout 3 and 4. We have a serious question. Brandon Morley says, question, when do you think the Hobby Zone workshop organisers might get back in stock? There isn't that much on the website and hardly anything elsewhere. As you might not have seen at the start, but we said earlier on, we don't actually work for eModels, so we don't have any view on when stuff will get into stock. However, they do regularly get restocks from Hobby Zone, but at the moment, obviously with Brexit and obviously lockdowns and things like that, it may just be taking longer to get stock from the guys in Poland. It may well be that the guys in Poland are all not in the premises.
Yeah, if there's not much anywhere, then it's likely that Hobby Zone themselves have obviously reduced due to everything. So they're...
And everyone sort of had to sort of scale back on manufacturing and that because of safe systems in the workplace. I think it's going to take a good 6 months for things to kickstart itself and stocks to get back to normal, isn't it?
Because Hobby Zone, they're not a small company, but they're not a big industry. It's all handmade stuff. When you get the kits, it's all... I've ordered from eModels and I've ordered directly from the guys at Hobby Zone, and it's like, it's all handmade stuff. So if the guys aren't there in the factory, obviously it's going to be delayed. And of course, getting stuff from over there to over here now after everything that happened in January might just take a little longer. So they will get it back in stock. Normally, we just simply say, drop them an email. Drop the guys at eModels an email and ask them. I do that anyway, but do allow a few extra days for them to respond to your email, because obviously they've got a backlog of orders and stuff. They will have more in stock. They
may respond the next morning if you're lucky, but they also may take a few days. So don't email them tomorrow and say, I emailed you last night and you haven't replied. Because
the thing is, as soon as new stock arrives, it will come up on the website anyway, so it'll just appear. So.
Yeah, but I can recommend it strongly because we've all got it, and I've got. You can see there's drawers behind me there, and I've got cabinets here. I've spent millions of pounds on stuff.
How much glue did you get on yourselves when
you
built
it? All of it.
All the glue in me beard and on me nose.
The one thing that I learned, because you have to make it all yourself. The one thing I learned making all the Hobby Zone stuff is that in the 35 years since doing woodwork at secondary school and making this Hobby Zone equipment, I'd forgotten everything about gluing wood together and how to make anything.
All I learned from it is I like playing with magnets.
Oh yeah, I've got to tell you, I've got millions of them.
I know.
I see them here, but you get so many. I've got millions of these. The spare magnets.
Oh, they're brilliant. It's like magnet fun.
I've got thousands of them. You get like about 10 spare magnets. I've got millions of them now. Yes, so if you can drop them an email and ask them, because although they are asking for urgent emails only, but so just do give it a few days for them to actually get back to you and let you know. But I suspect it'll be as soon as they can, when they can get stock from the guys at Hobby Zone, because they're probably reduced or shut down for the lockdown as well. So.
Right. And a final thing before we go. We've got the thing to pick.
There's a thing before the final thing. There's a thing.
Oh, just a final question before we go from Scale Modelling Chaos. He's talking of Dan Dare and Eagle, and everything else. What was the kid called in the comic who controlled the toy army on his wrist?
Oh, that was.
That was thing with the.
It was Jojo, Mojo, Bojo, something.
No, it
Jumbo, General Jumbo.
Jumbo sounds right.
General Jumbo, yeah.
He was just a kid in shorts and a sweater, like in the 70s, but with the general hat.
Yeah,
all his soldiers and toy cars were remote control. Yeah. General Jumbo.
Yeah, I think it originally started. He was Admiral or something like that. Then they changed the name to General Jumbo or something.
Was that the Dandy?
I'm sure it was a Dandy, wasn't it?
That might be the B now. I'm not sure.
That's actually what sparked my interest in radio control.
Yeah, a little bit of that was what got me into models when I was a kid. Like, look at that with these model toy men and stuff.
Because his soldiers were drawn so realistically that you thought,
yeah. Do you like the way I went from like Bozo, Bojo, Jobo, Dobo, General Jumbo?
I've just got to disappear. I shall return soon.
Okay.
My two heroes were General Jumbo and Corky the cat. Not Corky the cat. No, there was Corky the cat. And what was that? There was a kid that used to dress as a cat that used to run across rooftops and things like that.
Oh, that was the cat. Yeah,
you remember
God,
it? Yeah, he had like a crash helmet on with a visor on it. And
Ted, what are you doing to my brain now?
Yeah.
What was he called? That was
I can't think of his name.
Felix, no.
No, it was Summit the cat, wasn't it?
Billy the cat. Probably something crap like Billy the cat.
Yeah, that was it. Could have been Billy the cat.
No, wasn't that Billy the fish in Viz comic though? I can't remember.
Yeah, I thought it was Felix.
No, Felix was the cartoon character. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure it is Billy the cat.
God, Billy, that stupid helmet with the glass visor that was like.
Yeah,
I
that was
remember
it.
it now.
Because I wanted to pinch my dad's motorcycle helmet. It was one of them. It was one of those like cork helmets with a
with a little glass strip and and don't forget his outfit was like a leather biker outfit. So
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I was thinking that I could borrow my dad's crash helmet and go run across the rooftops, but he didn't let
that's
me.
in the days when every comic story in the Dandy Bin had involved a boy, and the boy always had like that kind of little cheeky, chubby grin kind of face to it. Very wholesome.
It wasn't the Leopard of Lime Street. General Jumbo was in the Beano apparently. Yeah, so that was him. Yeah, but
General Jumbo, that
all
was
the things that you could do when you thought you were a kid.
Yeah.
Billy the Cat from Doonesbury was a laugh. That must have been Billy the Cat.
Yeah, Billy. I don't know actually. Might have been.
So yeah. So right. Anyway, Chris is back.
I have returned it. I've got no idea why I had a picture of Fox's background when I disappeared, but
Did you?
yeah, look.
Oh, it's because. Because I know eventually I did take a photograph specifically when we were testing things out for you to. We were going to do a gag where I wouldn't be there, but it would be like it was just.
I did use it as a green screen at one point, but
Yeah.
I don't know why it's there. But yeah, did I miss anything? What happened?
Yes. We talked about General Jumbo and Billy the Cat.
I got caught the General Jumbo. I missed the Billy the Cat bit. I don't remember Billy the Cat.
We figured out Billy the Cat without your help.
Good, because I don't remember him.
Yeah, exactly.
These youngsters won't remember comics like
No.
we had them. Yeah.
Like I said, Ted, they don't remember the old sort of 1930s radio announcer voices. Everything's in black and white. Let's all go to war.
Yeah. Here we are. We have the Jolly Boys building the models in the.
This boy has toy soldiers. I was watching some Pathé newsreels with that guy, that Ted, whatever his name was, Danvers. What's it?
Yeah.
And afterwards, every time I said the word soldier, I said soldier. Because it was like, and these are how soldiers work in today's army.
Yeah, Pathé newsreel or football.
Yeah.
That was
If
funny.
you want to giggle,
Yeah.
watch Harry
Yeah.
Enfield's spoof of Pathé News. That's
Oh, yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, my dad used to tell me that stuff that
Yeah,
Harry Enfield did was
if only I
spot on
could
accurate.
if only I could copy the voice of the guy from the Pathé News, it'd be brilliant. But,
I need to find one of those like deep learning things where it can take a minute of audio of somebody speaking and completely recreate it. Because then I need to do it so I can recreate that and do text to speech of his voice. 'Cause I've got so many ideas for fake newsreel videos, but I can't reproduce his voice.
yeah.
It's like a nasal twang. It's like.
Yeah, it's the way it presents it as well. Like here we are, here's the jolly old boys, and in the helm of the ship, and going along with the high seas, and
Yeah. There's always ones about modelling like this is Winston Clappleby who has 5,000 miles of model railway in his spare room.
then there's music.
The thing I like to do is I like to go and find the old 50s and 60s like newsreels of like Arthur Slappleby who makes like miniature soldiers or whatever, and then I go and do a Google search to find out what happened to that person. And it's amazing because sometimes there's nothing at all, and sometimes you actually find. I looked at one last night. I was watching one. It was a guy who the entire film was like 3 minutes long. It's just some guy who makes model railways, and that's it. He works in the railways and he makes model trains, and there was nothing to it. But I looked up his name. It was what was his name? Fleetwood.
Mac.
Something his name was Fleetwood. No, not it was Fleetwood Shaw. His name was. You can go and Google it, Fleetwood Shaw. And I thought I've got to look him up. It's just some bloke in 1950, and apparently there wasn't much on there, but there was a couple of people that wrote little model railway things and mentioned him in passing. And apparently he was 90 in 2009 and still alive and going. In 2009, I'm like, wow! I just love like digging behind the newsreels and looking at what happened to these people. Sometimes it's weird. It's great.
Yeah, talking about watching old videos. I've been watching Fred Dibner climbing chimneys.
Fred Dibner.
Did you like
Brilliant,
that?
Yeah, like that. Here we are, 200 feet in the air. We're just going up this overhang, and we're going up backwards to the climb. Yeah, it's a bit,
Do you know
bit
what I
windy.
love? What I loved about Fred Dibner was not when they did the walking around with him while he was doing stuff, because that was fine. He actually did a proper like documentary series about the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was brilliant.
And it was a proper like walking along, talking to camera thing. But it was so cool because it was just Fred Dibner going, in the Industrial Revolution, we had these things and they were great and it was fantastic. And it's like, this is a BBC documentary, but with a common northerner doing the presenting. I love it.
yeah.
Because he didn't have any of the airs of graces of any of the presenters.
Yeah, it came up on my YouTube recommendations like we probably do. Yeah, Fred Dibner ladders a chimney, and it shows you him pulling his ladders up. Anyway, we digress. I suppose we better do a giveaway from last week.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes. Right, we have a thing to give away from.
Yes, we do. Giveaway time.
Not from last week. From this week. Yes,
Absolutely, folks.
we have a giveaway. Now, I think this is the truck that you did a few weeks ago, isn't it, Foxx?
It is the Sonderkraftfahrzeug. Oh, I can't remember it. I can't remember 247 in German. Sonderkraftfahrzeug aus B aus with 247. I did a build video of this, not this kit, almost this kit, for eModels a couple of months ago. A quick review and built it and painted it. This is a slight variation. It's the same kit that I did, but it's got dudes.
Yeah, it's got important looking dudes, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. So I built the kit. I built, it's 1/35. It's a new release. It only came out as sort of October, I think, end of October last year, November. So it's only a few months old. I had a great time building it. You can build it in a day. It's great fun to paint and weather it because I did mine as all German grey, but with details on the interior to make it pop out. It's beautifully detailed, goes together like a dream. It's very strange because there's very few actual pegs and holes. And you think, how am I going to attach the sidewall to the... But it just goes together perfectly. It's beautiful. You think it's going to be a nightmare because there's no obvious pegs and holes to go to, but it does. It just fits together like a dream. So, it goes together really nicely. You can build it with the doors open and closed, but this actually comes with figures. Now, we do advise you not to look too closely at the figures on the photograph. If Colin scrolls down a bit and then scrolls back up quickly, like we take the Mickey out Revell figures on Revell box art. Yeah, don't look too closely at their paint job. Don't look at the eyes.
I'm not surprised. The expressions on 3 of their faces are quite obvious because they got poles in very uncomfortable places.
Yeah, the one on the far left looks like a young, light-haired Jeremy Clarkson, which is kind of weird. But don't look at the eyes. The eyes, they follow them around the room. But they look like really...
these guys strangely have very similar poses to the guys that were on the U-boat that I built.
Yeah.
Except with less toilet action, but there you go.
But it looks like a mint kit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, the vehicle I built was really nicely put together. It was brand new tooling, so it's nice and crisp. And like I say, it went together everything fitted like a glove, which was weird because there wasn't that much peg and hole action going on. The only thing I would say is that when you attach the headlights to the fenders over the front wheels, you only get a tiny little dimple to glue them into. For those, all you want to do is drill the hole out so they go down a bit further because they're quite easy to snap off if you don't glue them in all the way. Yeah. So for anything that's gluing into the fenders, just drill the hole out a little bit.
That looks a nice kit, that.
Yeah. But the figures look really nice, and I say, obviously, all of you guys out there in Teleland can do much better paint jobs than the ones on the box art.
Exactly, and obviously, I'm straight away I'm thinking, you could all kit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, you could Warhammer that, no problem. I kind of wish I'd done the one with figures, but I don't think it was available when I got sent the one to build and paint. So it's a really nice little kit. The decals are lovely. They're going really nicely. I couldn't really fault it. There's a couple of bits in the instructions where you might have to just be careful because it misnumbers some of the parts, but that's nothing unusual for model kits. So,
and the good bit about it as well is it's free because it's a giveaway. You get a chance to win it.
Yeah, you will pay absolutely nothing for this.
Yeah. Da.
Yes.
So,
the one on the right is Chris working out his what's in store, says the scale modelling cards.
Yeah. Oh, is that what we're going for, are we? Yeah, look.
Yeah, he's there going, drop the F, 3 over there.
Yeah. The second from the left is practicing to be a DJ, I think.
That's Foxx going, is my audio okay? Do I look okay?
The guy on the far left is trying to be like he's doing his seated version of Tommy Cooper. Oh, there you go, just
No,
like
like
glass bottle.
Yeah. Oh, bless. Dear. I'll stop sharing that. So, what are we going to ask them to do then to win this?
Now you're asking a question that we didn't think about.
All the planning is showing through.
People, obviously, it's going to be a comment after the show's ended in the comments underneath, but yeah.
Okay, there's a guy on the radio. What message is he sending? Yeah. Has to be something hilarious. What message would he be sending if he was sending a radio
operator? Keep it family friendly because we might read them out on screen.
Yeah.
But all you need to do, as always, we're not giving it away in the chat now. So what you need to do is wait till this stream has finished. It'll become a normal video on the eModels channel. Find it, add a comment to the video where after about 5 or 10 minutes, and just put down what message is the radio operator sending. Keep it clean, family friendly, and make it funny. And we will pick a comment randomly next week with the random YouTube comment picker that picks comments from YouTube randomly. And that person will win that kit, which is really nice.
Make it funny and make it short as well. We don't need pages of
Yes. So that we've gone into overtime again.
Oh, fudge.
It makes up for me being
double bubble.
Me being 5 minutes late at the start. So
Very quick update, by the way. Don't forget the latest episode of Colin's bowl tank. What kind of tank is it, Colin?
It's a bowl.
What's it got on it?
Guns.
Yeah. How many did you get for £1?
Freight per pound.
I love that phrase. Yeah, so the latest episode of Colin's ball tank is up. I went a bit high there. That's gone up as well. And don't forget, this Friday coming up on this very channel, on the eModels channel, I'll be carrying on with the Night Preceptor Canis Rex.
Oh, yeah.
So far I've built a nice set of gams. So next week we're going to build the widge area.
A what?
Maybe the widge and butt area.
Oh, right, yeah.
Goes between the gams.
Yeah.
So we're going to be building the crotchula area and some torso on Friday. So Friday at 3 p.m. Make sure to tune in and join in the live chat.
Oh, happy days! Look forward to that.
Yeah. Have you two guys got anything coming up in the next week or so? Posting up.
I'm still on with the Titanic build. I have got I've got quite a bit of footage down now in the video editor, so I've just got to sort of tidy some bits up and do some more filming. That should be coming out fairly soon.
Everybody now stares at Chris.
I've not done anything in the past week, but I had a lot of my part work stuff done last week. But I fully intend to get some painting started on the bends this coming week. So hopefully next Monday there will be news.
Yeah, I'm
not
halfway
interesting
through
news,
finishing. I'm halfway through finishing the final part of the ball tank, mate. I've done the first half. I've just got the last bit to do, and then that will be coming out. So quick.
It'll be the end of your ball.
That'll be the end of the ball tank, mate. Ready for the next build.
Ball tank, free for
Because
hand.
it's a ball in it, and it's got guns.
Got guns on it.
How many guns?
Right. Yeah. Well, anyway, time to say goodbye, I think, and thank everybody for the company tonight. And we'll probably see you all again, same time, same place, same channel next week. But in the meantime, we'll say good night. And tonight we'll leave you in the style of Police Squad.
Except one of us has got to press the buttons.
I don't have to press any buttons. I could press a button, but
Can you press the button?
Press the button. Press the button.
You just put you need the drink, don't you? That's a